Okay, today we're going to talk about this whole alien thing. All right, people freak out, they've been abducted. There's all this really negative stuff out there. So I just want to give my 2 cents. We're going to talk about how awesome they are and how we are really hypocrites and why do we even think bad things about them in the first place? Well, it's our programming. We're supposed to be afraid of something that could actually be the best thing that ever happened to us. Let me explain. Let's go. Welcome to Landria Uncut. Raw, real, and uncut. Welcome to Uncut with Landria. I'm Landria, and this is my channel where I just talk about anything I darn well please with no strategy of any kind. So today we're going to talk about aliens. Now, I want to just ask you a question. Like, what is society's ideal person? Well, I know most women would say they would love big eyes, really big, beautiful eyes. What do we want? A small nose. Yeah, small nose. And we would like to be skinny. Most women, I would say, would love to be skinny. Aliens have big eyes, tiny noses, and really they don't even have much of a mouth because they probably don't eat. And they're skinny. Long, beautiful fingers. What's up with this? We are hypocrites. Okay, maybe they don't look exactly the way that we imagine real beauty as a human, but there are some beautiful ones, apparently. I've never seen one. The other thing is, all we do is watch these movies about craft and Star Wars and all these amazing things where, we have all this technology and they've got it. And what do? We're afraid of it. Drones. I'm saying, come on. You can't do any worse than we have. That's for sure. And I have the feeling that they have a vested interest in us, anyways. I mean, come on. None of us look alike, right? None of us. And I'm talking about we have all kinds of colors and shapes and sizes and all these things. If we came from one man and one woman, where would all these other things come in? It isn't possible. It's not possible. And we walk around believing these stories. Peeps, we got to wake up. I cannot wait to the day they actually land and talk to us. Now, will that ever happen? Probably not in our lifetime. I think we're going to see something really big. In fact, I have a very distinct feeling next year, 2026, is going to be something huge. I get these things, that show up. I get premonitions and stuff. And the premonition I'm getting right now is that something big that's going to be, let's see, it's not like the last premonition I had was just before our lockdown. This one's more like on a higher level. That's all I can say. High level of structures, possibly government. It's going to be something like that. Something huge is going to happen. And it's going to shake us up, and we're going to look at ourselves and say, what the heck are we doing here? What are we doing? Somebody needs to step in. And I'm voting for the aliens. All right? Now, why are we so fearful? Well, certain groups want us to be afraid because, God forbid, they could land and take over, and then they'd be out of a job and a lot of other things because maybe these guys and gals, whatever they are, could really come here and show us the way to abundance and health and respecting the planet and maybe even respecting one another. What a concept. So what do I think? I think that we have been programmed to think that they are evil so that we do what? We shoot at them. We shoot at everything. People are tracking down Bigfoot. They're going to shoot Bigfoot. Why? Unless he's ripping your tent apart and having you as a an appetizer. That's ridiculous. Yet we think if it's foreign and it's ugly or scary, it's okay to kill it because we are a whacked out species. I'm voting for the aliens. In fact, I think if they came here, they would probably tell us that we've had this technology and ability to be wonderful the whole time. But like Atlanteans have misused it. I do believe that Atlantis was a real place. I believe that there were people It was us from a another species, maybe from another planet, probably. I don't know. It doesn't always have to be from a planet. We have like endless dimensions here, and I think that they blew it. I think the part of us that's human just can't help ourselves from being stupid and destructive. We got to get our act together. So I want to ask you something right now. What can you do in your life to improve it? And I had to, look at myself and say, okay, what changes do I need to make? And I have to make some changes if I want to achieve certain goals. You can't just stay here and expect this to happen. Oh, that's my next conversation. Quantum physics. We're going to talk about why law of attraction is a load of wahoo. Okay? What's wahoo? I don't know. You figure it out. So, law of attraction is kaput. It was great while it lasted. Here's why you never hear of anybody actually getting results from it. Yeah, it's because it doesn't work. So, let's communicate with our friends in a positive way. In fact, I heard that through psionics, that's the, mental communication with these other dimensions, that it was by going into love that attracted them. In fact, these are serious scientists doing this. You have to go into a loving, heartfelt space. Even some of these other apps that are supposed to attract, alien craft or orbs or whatever, they go into meditation first, which is a peaceful, positive space. What does that tell you? That's the level they're on. Am I saying they're all great? No, I'm sure they're like us. They're different degrees. But if they were on our level, what would we do? We'd be taking over planets. In fact, we're a little scary out there. Well, that's my 2 cents on aliens. I'm very excited, and you know what? I think that as scary as it might be, I think if one walked up and looked like the Greys, I might be a little concerned. If it looked like one of the Nordics types in the tight blue jumpsuit, I might get a date. I'll see you in the next video.